video. Today we're doing MLB player props here on PrizePicks. Before I get started though, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, there is a Discord link and a Patreon link that are in the description of this video as well. But let's get into it. 3 total player props that I like on the MLB slate. You can see here, we did hit 2 of 3 yesterday. Trey Turner did let us down. He had 3 fantasy points. We had his over of 7.5. Julio Urias, under 2 earned runs allowed. He hit that, only had 1. And then Edward Cabrera came up clutch for us. Had over 5.5 Ks. He had 7. He struck out the side in like the 7th inning or the 6th inning. It was pretty crazy. He was a great sweat. If you were following that game, I know a lot of people thought he wasn't going to hit the over, and he came through for us. So, like to see that. 2 of 3 yesterday. Going to continue on this run here. Again, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these plays after the video. But let's get into it. 3 total player props that I like. Let's go. So the first play that I like is going to be Corey Kluber, and I like his over of 5.5. Now, Corey Kluber, I mean, this is a guy who's won 2 Cy Youngs in his career. I think this is a guy that at 36 years old is still a very productive pitcher. But the line being 5.5, he just needs 6 strikeouts to hit the over on this one. He's coming off a game where he had 8 strikeouts against the Yankees. He has 10 strikeouts here against Cleveland, which is honestly pretty insane when you consider Cleveland is like has the lowest strikeout percentage in baseball. He had 10 strikeouts against him. 10 strikeouts against Cleveland. And he's got multiple games this season with over 5.5 Ks. But I like this spot here. He is facing the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, right? So this game against Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, this game is actually in Tampa Bay. So Corey Kluber at home. And if we take a look at the splits here for the Angels, right? So against right-handers in general, they're 28.6% K rate, the highest strikeout percentage in baseball against right-handers. But if we even add the on the road for them over the last month, this is obviously from July 1st till now, that actually jumps up a whole 1 point percentage. So 29.2% K rate against right-handers on the road. Corey Kluber here at home game facing Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. I love the over here on this one at 5.5. Again, I've been targeting Angels. I guess I've essentially been targeting Angels pitching matchups all season, and I love this spot for Corey Kluber. Again, has the potential to strike out 6+ with ease, so definitely has some great swing and miss stuff. And I think it's a great matchup, as good as a matchup it's going to get for a right-hander at home. So I'm taking the over here on Corey Kluber, 5.5 strikeouts. The next one is going to be another strikeout prop, and I don't know why it keeps shifting, but I'm going to take Frankie Montas. I'm going to take his under 5. Now, I'm honestly surprised this is at 5 right now, being that Frankie Montas, right, since he's been gone to the Yankees, he's yet to hit over 5. He had 5 against Detroit here, who obviously strike out a ton, but he has yet to hit over 5 strikeouts. 5 strikeouts, 4, 2, 4, and 2. All right, mind you, these have been pretty good teams: Toronto, Boston, St. Louis, Houston. But yeah, his just strikeout stuff has not been the same. He was striking out, at a decent clip when he was on Oakland. But just, it seems like since he's gone to New York, they haven't really been even pitching him. He hasn't been pitching that deep into games. 6 innings, 5 innings, 5 innings, 3 innings. But at 5 Ks here, I'm going to take the under. I also like this under because against right-handers, if we just take we update this. Against right-handers, the New York Mets have the 3rd lowest strikeout percentage in baseball, 19.8% K rate. So the Mets already don't strike out a ton, 3rd lowest in baseball. And you can see here, if we shift this to average against righties, New York Mets in the top 5 at 271 batting average against righties. So I just love this spot here for Frankie Montas. I'm going to take the under here at 5 projected strikeouts. Under here against New York Mets, I think 5 is pretty high. I think this could bump down to 4.5 in my opinion. So if you guys do like it, make sure you guys lock it in. Again, I do want to say it is important to understand the tail lightly, mix and match these. Again, ton of variance with any sort of player prop in general. And then the last play is going to be we're going to do total bases, and we're just going to go to Aaron Judge here. I'm going to take his over 1.5 TB, and I just like this spot because, like I've talked about in previous videos, that there's just players in the major leagues that you can't not, you're not going wrong with taking their 1.5 TB or hitter fantasy score here. Aaron Judge over his last month of August is hitting 281, kind of slumping a little bit for Aaron Judge last 7 days, 208. Him along with all the Yankees, it seems like Judge kind of being affected by the struggles of the Yankees as a whole. But he is facing right-hander Taijuan Walker tonight. He hits 300 against righties. Obviously, his hitting stats across the board are higher against righties. You can see his OBP is up to 403 versus righties compared to lefties 362. In his career, though, against Taijuan Walker, he's had some pretty good success in 12 plate appearances. He has 3 home runs, 3 hits total, and they're all home runs, 2 walks. Batting average is 333 with a slugging of 1.333. So definitely has hit 3 home runs in 12 plate appearances against Taijuan Walker. Does really well against righties compared to lefties. I like the over here on 1.5 TB for Judge. So this is the 3 total play props I have tonight. Corey Kluber over 5.5 Ks, Frankie Montas under 5 strikeouts, and Aaron Judge over 1.5 total bases. Again, I gave some value plays last night in the Discord, so make sure you guys check that out in the link in the description below. And then, of course, I do post more player props that I like each day in Patreon, so make sure you guys check that out in the description of this video as well. But please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.